Hey guys, Kavan here. I get a question from Anna about how, as a family man with a young baby, how do I manage all this, starting to be a new creator and then showing up on Twitter and then doing all these things online. So let's get back to her. Hey Anna, thank you so much for asking this question. This is such a great question. Um, it is a struggle, honestly. I think being a young father with a young family, I need to be mindful about how I compare myself with other people. Of course, we don't want to do that, but consciously we are comparing ourselves to other people. So I always remind myself, hey, all these people out there, they might be solo, as in not married, no kid. They can really grind the hours out. They can do a lot of things. They can be spending hours on Twitter interacting with people, and that's why they grow so fast on Twitter. I see people with like amazing growth, and I'm like this slow turtle, grinding. People still say I grow fast, but yeah, that's the impression of it. But anyway, I'm more like mindful about how I do things online. For example, instead of spending hours on Twitter, I would focus on my own rhythm. I only schedule tweet like 2 or 3 times a day. On the weekend, it's just one tweet on the weekend. So instead of using Twitter to draw in a lot of people, I would focus on creating really high quality content in my newsletter or blog, so that people are drawn because of the high quality content instead of the high intensity of Twitter. So I just need to change my approach a little bit because of that. Second of all, I think it really helps me prioritize the right things to work on, because I have to dedicate time for my family. So like in the morning, around breakfast time, I want to spend time with my baby girl. Lunch, we go for a walk afterwards. At night, we also spend time dinner and play a little bit. And then on the weekend, it's mostly family time. So I need to set the expectation right for myself, but also it just helps me to become more mindful and intentional when I need to choose what to work on. For example, in my early career, I would just work on every single thing I can find. I don't analyze the impact of it. I just do everything. But now I cannot. So yeah, not saying that to say that I figure it out. I'm still struggling, but at least I'm mindful and intentional about prioritization. And I think the last part about having a young family is that the support system is super important. So before our first child was born, my wife has moved to a part-time role, so she has a lot more time to take care of our baby girl. And then the grandparents, lucky that in the Asian culture, grandparents are quite involved. So grandparents help a lot. So that kind of support system allows me to work pretty much 40 hours a week and without distraction most of the time. So really grateful about that. But yeah, all this is not easy, still figuring out. But yeah, happy to share more if anyone is also having a young family, but also figuring out how to become a creator. Yeah.